G'day everybody, it is Craig Cobb here from tradercobb.com, taking you through some of the news items for the day, today being the 17th of November 2020. Ooh. Alright, so it's been a pretty wild week. Well, it has been really. I mean, let's jump across real quick and just have a look at yesterday's movement on Bitcoin. Very nice move, 4.76%. Now, I'm going to come back to that in just a minute. But before we do, let's go ahead and talk about one thing in particular. And that is what I've done here, the free course, all right? So check this out, right? We've added some bits and pieces in because we've got hundreds of people going through it right now, but a lot of people aren't getting to the end, and that ain't going to help you. So what I've done is I've put in some quizzes to try and see you can test yourself and feel the confidence of what it's like to learn. And if you don't get it, go back through the section again until you get things right. But let me just jump in here and show you one, for example. Okay, trends. Jump in here and watch this. Here's the video to watch. Jeez, great stuff. And then here's your quiz. Click on that button to open that up. Here's the start of the quiz and away you go. Now, some of these questions are going to be very easy for you. Some of them aren't. That's the whole point of a test, is to test you. But we've added that for one simple reason, guys. I want you to get through it. I want you to get the ingredients. We are trading in a time of bull market. We've never had this market with the sorts of trading tools that we have now, which means it's going to be such a wonderful thing. You can't miss it. I'm giving away heaps of free, so go get a hold of it. Now, let's come back to the news. And I'm here on Decrypt right now. A couple of things. What's being talked about? Well, first and foremost, of course, the COVID vaccine talk and all that. Yes, okay, we know it's being touted as the saving grace, and perhaps it is. I honestly don't know enough about any of it to have my own thoughts and theories, but I do see what happens in the market, and I do see what happens in our crypto market as well. Now, blah, 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 blah. Essentially what they're saying here is that Bitcoin's been creeping towards that $17,000 per Bitcoin mark. We're currently still there. We're at $16,664 right now. So we're not too far away from that. I guess the angle of the article is really saying, well, stock markets are also booming. We've seen the S&P push on higher, the ASX push on higher, the Dow, the NASDAQ, all of these major markets are pushing higher. And it does appear for two things. One, probably if Biden is, sworn in, which it does very much look like it will happen. Again, I'm not taking a political side. I have no idea. I'm just reading from what I understand and what I've heard and okay? But it looks like there'll be more stimulus coming from him. With the split house out there right now, it also means that probably we're going to see more of the same for a little while to go. The markets have responded to that quite positively, and of course, news of a potential vaccine, which would mean not just business open as usual, but, even for America, maybe millions of lives being saved, because let's be honest, they're dropping pretty hard over there. It's really horrible to watch. I hope you're good if you're over there, or if you're anywhere for that matter where you're affected by this, which I think is still the rest of the world. It's a horrible thing. Very lucky here in Australia at the moment, touch wood. But it seems to be that we're seeing a lot more growth from the markets right now based on stimulus, but also based on the fact that we might have this vaccine coming in. Now, I don't think that has too much to do with Bitcoin, to be fair. But I don't think too often. I trade charts. I focus on what's in front of my face. You know what I mean? It's really, really simple for me. I trade what I see, not what I think. The S&P was up 0.83%. Bitcoin up 5%, of course, and it has decoupled quite significantly away from the S&P 500 and US markets, and that's witnessed very simply by just looking at the market and seeing exactly what's moved more. For me, it doesn't mean too much, but it's Bitcoin back in the news, and it's for positive reasons. Okay, coming out now to crypto briefing page. PayPal reaches 85% of Binance US volume in the first month. So for us right now, it's really, really important to understand what that actually means. Okay, so from my point of view, PayPal right now is a really important part of the growth. Not just the growth, but also it's a big part of giving people an easy way in, understanding Bitcoin. Well, now I've got to be honest, I haven't actually gone in and seen, are they actually buying Bitcoin, or are they trading a CFD, or I don't really know. I suspect it would be buying Bitcoin, but I haven't looked into it in massive depth, and I probably should at some point. But again, it's more of a hobby of wanting to know something as opposed to something that I'm going to be acting upon. So we've seen 85% straight in to PayPal. Now, they have timed this very, very well, and they may be one of the underlying factors for a very strong surge in Bitcoin's price over the coming weeks, months, and years. making it accessible, giving people what they want, and just getting that brand awareness of Bitcoin out there to their 365 million clients. So, of course, we are seeing some very, very good rises there. We're seeing Kraken and Coinbase both above $500 million in their 24-hour volume. So still doing a lot more than PayPal, but still, it's pumping along. A positive for our space, no doubt. Finally, this is the one that I wanted the most. Bitcoin's price action rhymes with 1970 gold market, says Citibank. Well, clearly Citibank did not go to the same schools as what I did not get parented the same way that I was, because price action rhymes with 1970 gold markets does not rhyme at all. Right, well done on that one, Citibank. But I'll tell you what they did get right. They did get right by sort of saying that this is an important area for us to be involved in, for the markets to be involved in. Bitcoin is a new monetary system, just the same as when gold was brought to market back in 1970, as you can see here. Okay, they're calling Bitcoin the 21st century gold. Well, that's been coined and run with for quite a long time. So we have seen a similar sort of unfolding of Bitcoin as to gold, but what's been happening at the moment is that we're seeing a lot of money coming in, a lot of interest rates going to nil, and gold's not really performing as well as what many might think it could do. And it could do a lot better. I suspect that it probably will go a lot better. It's just not happening right now. So the relative interest in gold investing to Bitcoin investing, well, it's pretty easy to understand. You know, someone holds you offers you $100 note and a $10 note, you're taking the 100, right? And that's what Bitcoin is offering to investors out there at the moment. One of the things that I find it is quite interesting here is this bullish prediction by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, I'll buy you a beer, mate, if we get there. I hope I'm buying you a beer, because he's saying 318,000 by December 2021. Hell, I'll buy you a boat for that. So look, it is a positive thing. This is going out there. I know it's still, this is on the Crypto News website. However, this is a Citibank analyst. This is getting in the ears, eyes, brains, and psyche of all these people that are around Citibank and reading this report. Now, let's not get this mixed up. He also says that gold could be up around $4,000 to $8,000. There it is, $4,000 to $8,000 if we see a continuation of a financial crisis, which I think we haven't even kicked off on that just yet. So guys, as it stands right now, a bit of news out there for Bitcoin. It is Bitcoin right now, because it is Bitcoin that's moving. XRP's pumping. We've got EOS starting to move. A lot of opportunities starting to come in. I keep looking to my left because I've got a couple of trades open, and I'm just seeing when the second one hits its first target. Things are good, money being made. This is the day in crypto news. Get across to tradercobb.com. Get your free course there, guys. Have a great day, and let me know what you think in the comments. Hit subscribe, like, share this with your buddies. I'd really appreciate it. Get the Trader Cobb Crypto podcast. It's on your telephone, so you may as well. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.